Dude, I got a question.
Dude, what is your question?
Hey, welcome to Q&A Wednesday, where we love answering questions. And welcome back to Q&A Wednesday, where we answer all of your questions. And if you have questions, construction questions, DIY questions, even mystery of life questions, feel free to head on down to the comments section below and fire away. Maybe you'll get your answer in one of our upcoming episodes. This week, we have a plethora of questions. So our first question is a two-part question. It comes from GG1. First part of the question is, hi Vincent, do you prefer Vince? Let me tell you a little story about that. We're going to refer to my mother. It's funny. Depending on in what context you're speaking to her, she might call me one name or the other. So if she's telling you a story about me, whether it be about my work or whatever it may be, she'll always say, let me tell you about Vincent. You know, Vincent's working here, Vincent's doing this, Vincent's on Samsung, Vincent's doing Bose, whatever it may be, Vincent, Vincent, Vincent. But when she is talking to me or calling my name, she will say Vin. Hi Vin. She calls me on the phone. Hi Vin. So my mother, depending on what context, will call me Vincent or Vin. Quite frankly, I really don't care. You can call me Vinny, call me Vince, call me Vincent, call me Chenzo. Take your pick. Doesn't really matter to me. But maybe my mother, maybe she has a preference. Maybe she doesn't want you calling me Vinny. I don't know. Second part of your question. What's that stuff called that's located at the center of the earth? I got to tell you, I am not really qualified to answer that question. So what we've done is we've lined up an interview with an expert. And he was not willing to do a video interview. He would only do a phone interview. Let's see if we have him. Mr. Evil, are you there?
Dr. Evil, I didn't spend 6 years in evil medical school to be called Mr. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry, doctor. I'm sorry. So GG1 has a question. Maybe you can clear it up. I know you're highly qualified to answer the question. What is it that is actually at the center of the earth?
Liquid hot magma.
Well, doctor, thanks for the phone interview. GG1, I hope that answers part 1 and part 2 of your questions. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Second question from the comments section of YouTube from last week's Q&A Wednesday comes from the lovely Mary Jo Cerrone, who happens to be my significant other. She writes, great video and answers. Now I have a question. When will you be able to install our oak stair railing? Well, that is a great question. And, I'm not really properly prepared here, so I think that we're going to need to go to the whiteboard for that. So, let's go. So to better explain, we're going to need to use a variant of the iron triangle. As a contractor, we offer 3 things. We offer quality, we offer service, we offer price. Now, you could only ever, if you try to make an adjustment to one, another will suffer. So if you require more quality or service, price will suffer and go up. But to better illustrate this, we're going to use the whiteboard here and construct a diagram to better illustrate like I said, the iron triangle or project management triangle. So let's pick some snazzy colors. Let's go with we'll start with the red. Okay. So we have our fast, our good, and our cheap. Fast, good, cheap. Or service, quality, cheap. Cheap. So this would be service, this would be quality, and this would be expense. So if you had a product that was fast and good, it would be fast, but it would be costly. Okay? If we had a product that was good and cheap, the product would be good, but because we wouldn't be able to offer the service or fast, it would be good and slow. Okay? And then we would have fast and cheap. Fast and cheap would be not good. Not good. And then to offer all three is impossible. You can't have cheap, fast, and good. It's just not possible. So, not possible. And me being a contractor, you could make fun of my spelling or my handwriting, go right ahead. I understand. But, so to answer your question, Mary Jo, what you're asking for, you know that if it's going to be in our house, it's got to be good. It's got to have high quality, okay? And basically, it's free, so it's cheap. So I guess you're going to fall into the good and slow category. Good and slow. At least you're not asking for the impossible, because we know you're very understanding, and you would expect that if it was going to be good and cheap, you're never going to get it fast. So, thanks a lot for your question. Have a great day. I believe the answer to the second part of your question is cherry. Cherry. So I hope that answered your question in full, darling. Feel free to ask any more in the future. Thanks a lot. Hope that answered your question. Have a great day. I'm kind of lost track on which number of questions this is. I think this is, this might be like 3 or 4. Gina Bova, Facebook, asks, was this for real? Yes. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, Gina. Howie Hooner writes, where's my yellow truck? LOL. Howie, that's a great question. I'd love to answer it for you. But I want to give the viewers a little context. My cousins actually, and my childhood friends that I grew up with on Warnock Street, they're part of the New Year's Day parade here in Philadelphia. So they're mummers. And years back, I was able to schmooze one of my friends into loaning us his large state body truck for who is also a friend of mine, their DJ, Howie Horner. But as my friend has gotten busier and busier, he's really has been giving me a hard time, and he's a great friend, but he's not making that vehicle as accessible to me as he has in the past, because it's always on jobs. But what I did, Howie, is I tracked him down this past Sunday to see if we could hammer him down and get him to commit to letting us use that vehicle this New Year's Day 2018. So let's go on that journey together, shall we? And here we find the big yellow machine parked outside of Razzie Industrial Art. As you can see, it's actually all loaded up, ready to go into work tomorrow. This truck, it's basically on site somewhere at all times. It's an integral piece for Razzie Limited to do their work. So, if it's available, I won't know for certain. Leo Razzie is the owner of Razzie Limited. He does some of the finest industrial artwork throughout the city of Philadelphia, and quite frankly, if you're seeing industrial artwork and it's interesting, it's probably something that he's worked on. We'd like to give you a couple examples. We'll put up a couple slides. This way you can see his work and see what he does. Really, really interesting work. So on this dreary Sunday, we have tracked Mr. Razzie, owner of Razzie Limited, to this place, Interstate Draft House. I'm sure he's relaxing, having a good time, probably catching a bite to eat. They have really good food here, but we have to get our answers, so we're going to go inside and ask Leo our question. Is the Big Yellow available for use on New Year's Day 2018? Before we go in, I just want to show off a little bit of Mr. Razzie's handiwork. His shop created this window, put all the metal together, and actually created, through vacuum forming, the glass for this restaurant bar. It's pretty amazing. So you can see that all the glass is actually vacuum formed, and there are shapes that they wanted to highlight. Everything's made out of metal and glass. Probably took 10 guys to lift this thing in place, or he had some kind of crazy crane to do it. We finally met up with the owner of Razzie Limited, Leo. Razzie. Hey Leo, while I'm here, I just wanted to, ask you, yellow truck, 2018, New Year's Day. Can I borrow it? Can we borrow it?
I don't, but it's too busy right now. You're gonna have to rent it or pay me for it or something.
Wow, maybe I shouldn't have asked him while he was trying to eat his dinner. I wasn't really expecting that answer. But what I'll do is, I promise, Howie, I'll keep working on him between now and New Year's Day 2018. Go Cleveland. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. And finally, we have a question from Jim Parecka. He directly refers to last week's video, Q&A Wednesday. And his question is, it was almost like a statement. It was unsure, but I wanted to address it anyway. Vincent, I hope you didn't get donut all over that beautiful truck. Jim, quite frankly, I have no real way of answering that question or proving to you that I did not get donut on that exact truck. But what I did do was, I took the time this weekend to reenact the happenings of last weekend. It was horrible, but here it goes. Take a look. And where do we find ourselves? We find ourselves at the Shady Maple Farmers Market, a home of one of the finest bakeries for pies and, oh yes, donuts. We're going to go inside and we're going to get us some, and we'll be back out in a minute. So we're back outside from the Shady Maple Bakery. We're inside, grabbed a dozen donuts real quick. I mean, they are like absolutely delicious donuts. It's probably one of the best bakeries I've ever had a donut from. And went inside, grabbed the donut. Jim Parecka had a question about last week's video, and we wanted to address it. But I want you guys to take a look at these donuts real quick. As unbelievable as it is, for what I'm about to show you in this box, it only costs $7.77. I don't even remember what a dozen donuts costs at like a Dunkin' Donuts or even a Krispy Kreme nowadays. But for $7.77, let's look and see what you get. Wow! Look at the size of those things. Oh my Lord! So the question was, did we get crumbs, or did I get crumbs all over that beautiful truck? I believe it was. And I have no choice. I didn't take any video footage of the vehicle after I was done shoveling in, but I have to, I'm sad to say, I mean, this is a horrible thing to have to do. I have to reenact this video, so I'm gonna get the closest I could find. This is a chocolate cover crawler, and I'm gonna shovel this baby in. So Jim, as you can see, didn't leave any crumbs on the interior seats or anywhere. There's a little bit of dirt on the floor, but that's from my feet. It's definitely not from the donut crumbs. There's no donut crumbs at all. I would never in a million years
I'm very neat when I eat, and I would never think of leaving a mess. To say I was a little offended by the question would be an understatement. I mean, I would never think of making a mess when I eat.
Well, I hope that answers everyone's questions fully. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. Leave a comment and definitely subscribe. The series is going to continue, so make sure you ask your questions, and in one of the upcoming episodes, you'll get your answers. If you dislike this video, smash that dislike button. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think we could be doing better. Let us know how you'd run a Q&A series, how you would give your answers, and how your viewers would be asking their questions. And as always, thanks a lot, and have a great day.
I don't even think you have to worry about that, dude. They know where to leave a comment, you know what I mean? I think the first take was good. Like, if they really want to leave a question, they will, you know what I mean? They'll find a way. You're not like talking to 2-year-old kids here. You're talking, you know what I mean?
So we have one question for Q&A Wednesday that during the filming I forgot all about because it wasn't with the other questions. It was actually, the question was in the comments section from our Kirkland's video, and we'll have a link to it somewhere around here. You could check that out to see what prompted this question. But the question comes from Carolyn Richards, and the question was, it was more like a statement. I hope you IVR'd in on that job. I believe it was, I hope you IVR'd in and out on that job. And the answer is, of course we did. Thanks a lot, Carolyn.